Let's try and see with Dina B. How are you today? I hope all is well. And I wanted to come to you with this sexy glam tutorial featuring, you've been waiting for it, my Juvias Place palette. Now, I am still learning. This is a very special palette to me because this is my very first palette that I bought that's not from a drugstore. And I just wanted to show you the colors really quick. They're absolutely beautiful. And one of the reasons why I decided to grab Juvias Place is, one, it's a black-owned business. It's Nigerian-owned and it's based in New Jersey, so it's also, you know, here in America. And then another thing is, this palette I got for only $27, and I felt that for the color payoff and for the colors and the amount of pigments in the palette, I felt that this was a really good buy. And considering that there are other palettes out there that cost double or even more with even less colors, I felt like this was a good buy. It's kind of like the equivalent from when we were little and our parents used to shop at Payless, but now when you walk in Payless, Payless is like mad expensive for like no reason because it's still like not name brand. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to grab this. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I got this beautiful, sexy, very glam look, then stay tuned. But before I start, hey, I'm gonna need you to hit that subscribe button. It's right there. Just hit it. It's not gonna cost you nothing. It's free. And guess what? You get to learn some new stuff. You get to look at my face, my ugly mug. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hit that subscribe button. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. All right, back to the tutorial. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is prime our face, and I'm using Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser for primer. And I am rubbing that in really, really good and getting that all over my face. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to add loose face powder by Zuri in the color Cocoa Bronze. And I got this idea from my girl Jackie Ina, and don't forget to subscribe to her. But I'm using that with a wet sponge, and I am taking away some of the shine and adding a tiny bit of pop color to my face before I add my foundation. Now the foundation I'm using is 356 Warm Coconut by Maybelline, the Super Stay 24-hour foundation. I love this foundation. I swear by it. I love the color match. My friends love it. Everybody I've suggested it to are really enjoying it. So I think you guys should go out and grab it. And I'm blending that in really, really good with this Eco Tools brush. I forget the name of it. It probably doesn't even have a name. I got it from Walgreens. So there I am. I'm getting that rubbed in really, really good. Then the next thing I'm doing is, oh yeah, I lost the footage on my application of my concealer, but I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer, and I'm using it in the color Caramel. And I'm using a concealer brush to blend that out, and I love that concealer brush. It's amazing. You guys should definitely go get one. Then I am going ahead and I'm setting my face. So the first thing I set it with is the AIRSPUN translucent powder, and I am using a wet sponge to set that powder. And if you notice that I'm going over my eyes a little bit with the powder, the reason I'm doing that is to like make my lashes thicker for when I put on some mascara. So I'm like doing two jobs at once. Just wanted to drop that little tidbit of information. Now I'm also going and setting my face with the Fit Me Maybelline powder in the color 40. It's deep, and I am going to brush all of that out, and then I'm going to go over my original translucent powder that I set originally, the AIRSPUN, with this black opal in the color medium. It's the soft velvet finishing powder. I'm going to go over that because I kind of prefer that color a lot better. So here you see me setting that, and you see that like brownish, yellowish undertone kind of thing it got going on. It's like a softer highlight, a more natural looking highlight. It still looks amazing, but it's just a little better. And it's nothing wrong with double setting. So that's what I'm doing there. So I'm brushing that out with a fluffy brush, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to contour with my Black Radiance pressed powder in Rich Mahogany, which you know I love that. That is the color. I got like 2 of those the last time I bought them. And so yeah, I'm just going to try to contour, and I'm going to do my cheeks, my forehead, and then I'm doing my like the under part of my chin. It just kind of create the shadows to make my face look a little slimmer, because you know that's what I prefer. And then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next step, which is our eyebrows. And I'm going to just get me my regular smaggler brown eyebrow pencil, and I'm going to draw in my eyebrows to the best of my abilities. And yeah, I'm going to go do the eyebrow with the eyebrow pencil first, and then I'm going to go in with some powder, which is not brow powder. It's actually eyeshadow, but it's like dark brown or black. So that's what I'm using. We just get it done. It doesn't matter how we get there, you know? So yeah, just taking my time with that. Make sure they look as close as possible to some type of relatives, whether it's cousins, sisters, because you know we can't get no twins, so. But I always say that. Okay, so the next thing I am doing is going in to conceal the brow bone of my eyebrows, and I'm still using my Age Rewind concealer, and I'm using that in the color caramel, and I'm just using a flat concealer brush for that, just to basically clean it up and make my arch more archy, if that makes any sense. Archy eyebrows, yeah, archy eyebrows. So that's what I'm doing there. And my next step here is I am grabbing my Black Radiance Rich Mahogany pressed powder palette, and well, it's not a palette, it's pressed powder, sorry about that, but I am going to create a transition shade for my eyeshadow. So that's what I'm doing, just go ahead and grabbing that brown contour shade, and I'm basically swashing it back and forth to create a nice transition effect for my eyeshadow. So that's the start, and I'm blending that out really, really good. And then I'm grabbing my Juvias Place palette. Obviously, I am excited, and I did not know that it was sideways. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the color Zakaya. And Zakaya is like a beautiful orange kind of color, and we're gonna add that also to the transition color, and we're gonna bring that down slightly. And Zakaya is really, really beautiful. I really, really love that color. I used it in another look that I tried as soon as I got the palette. I did not shoot that look, but I was just testing it out. And then we're gonna blend that out as much as we can because we don't want them to be, you know, spotchy. And then the next color we're going to use is Koji, which is like a more of a orangey red, has like a little bit of pink in there. We're going to use that in our crease, and I think this is a beautiful color too. These colors in this palette are amaze balls. When I tell you they're amazing, they show up quite vibrant, and then you have to blend them out to make your transitions, you know, nice. And then we're going to go ahead and grab this muted kind of brown color from the Island Blues palette from Wet n Wild. Oh, no, not the Wet n Wild. I'm so sorry. Black Radiance. And then we're going to use that for our mobile lid area, just to basically give it a base. Then I'm going to go grab a little bit of water to use another color. So I'm brushing out that Fallout, and then the next palette is the Hard Candy palette, and we're going to use this gold color called Charmer, and we're going to wet our brush, and we're going to use that to make that Charmer color more vibrant. Now, the reason I didn't use my gold color that's in my Juvias Place palette is because it's more of a chartreuse. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's like a greenish kind of gold, and I was going for a more golden kind of gold. So that's why I chose this gold. And as you can see, you know, even though I had to wet the brush, it's still a very vibrant color, which I really like. So pretty. So pretty. And then also in the same palette, we're going to go for this black color. They call it Ball and Chain, I think. And so we're going to create like a little small C, basically to add some depth to the look. And that's all that is. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out as much as I can. We're not going to make it super smoky, but like kind of smoky, just a little bit smoky, you know. Blend, 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 blend. That's what we're doing, blending. Okay, so I'm going to use these makeup wipes to clean up the area around my eyes. So that's what I'm doing there. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my LA Girl mascara, and I'm going to coat my lashes with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my brown lip liner to line my lower lash line. I'm also going to add lashes off camera, but ladies, you don't have to add lashes if you don't want to. You can get the same look with your own lashes. And yeah, then after I add my mascara, I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes and then move on from there. And you can use any lip liner for this part. It doesn't matter. It's just liner. So I added my lashes off camera, like I said, and then I'm using this eyeshadow from Sephora. It's called Tropical Queen, and I'm going to use that as a blush. I'm also using Crown of My Canopy as a highlighter, and that's what you see me doing here. So I'm doing the highlighter first, then I'll add the blush. Tropical Queen is a beautiful color for not only eyeshadow, but you can definitely use it as a blush, which is what I'm doing here. Then I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with that same brown liner that I had been using before. I'm using the liquid lipstick called Doll Face, and I'm also using the lipstick from Milani. Yes, and it's called Innocence on my lips. So you see me doing my blush here, and then I will, in the next scene, go to my lips, and here you see I'm lining my lips there, and then I'm going to use Doll Face and Innocence, which is basically a peachy nude. It's beautiful. You don't have to necessarily use those colors, but you can grab you a peachy nude. And there you go. So this is Doll Face first. See how pretty that is? It's a gloss. It's not really a liquid lipstick. It's more of a gloss. It's very sheer. And then we're going to grab the Innocence by Milani. And there you go, guys. That's my look. That's my look there. And I'm going to go do my hair, and I'll be back in a flash. Hey, YouTube. Just before you go, I wanted to say thank you so much for getting me to 150 subscribers. I'm so excited. I'm so happy that y'all are rocking with me. And don't forget to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe, because you know what? It's really important that we can get to the next level. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm not sure when that's going to happen. It's going to be a while, I do know. But like I said before, when I made it to 100 subbies, I am going to stay consistent. I'm going to come with good content, and I am going to keep you guys in mind. So if you guys have any kind of requests, any kind of ideas, go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I'll be happy to do that for you. Thank you so much. And like I said, this is how you got this look, and I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more. And just a heads up, guys, do not buy any Juvias Place palettes off Amazon. It is a scam. These are probably fake. Juvias Place palettes do not cost this much. Do not go to Amazon for them. Go to the regular Juvias Place website. Like I said, this is not endorsed. This is just me trying to save you your coins. You want the real thing for the right price.